Hello and welcome to my new video. About 2 years ago, I decluttered my whole kitchen, but over time things have become a bit unorganized again. So today I'm going to take you along as I declutter and reorganize my kitchen and share my experiences and tips that have helped me to reduce the time I spend tidying and cleaning. Now, even though I'm not a great chef, I do enjoy cooking and baking. But my days are already pretty full, so not only the recipes have to be quick to make, but also the cooking process has to go swiftly, which is harder in an unorganized kitchen. I also want to be quick when cleaning up because when you enter our apartment, you practically step into our kitchen. It was always very stressful to clean up my cluttered kitchen when having people over, and I always felt really uncomfortable when somebody just quickly dropped by and I didn't get a chance to clean up before. To tackle this issue and make my kitchen more functional, I needed to start with a clear plan and set some specific goals. We live in a rental and our kitchen provided doesn't have that much space. It's also a little impractical because we mainly have cabinets and not many drawers, which makes organizing somewhat trickier. As with drawers, you don't have to climb into the back of your cabinet to get something. Also, my cooking habits have changed, and I think a different placement might be helpful. So, my goal for this declutter is to focus on making things more accessible and easier to put away. Setting these goals makes the decluttering much faster because you have a clear concept of the functionality of your kitchen. Before you start, think about how you use your kitchen on a daily basis, and also think about the placement and accessibility of things that you often use. Also, think a little bit about the flow in your kitchen so you can place the items where they make the most sense as far as possible. For example, placing your cooking utensils next to your stove and your dishes next to the dishwasher. This will, save you a lot of time and just streamline your routines. After setting your goals and planning for accessibility, it's time to start decluttering. Tackle your drawers and cabinets one at a time to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Take everything out, clean the space completely, and assess each item. Ask yourself if it's something you use on a regular basis or if it just takes up space. And just like with your wardrobe, sort items into donate, discard, keep, and similar to the hold box for your clothes, make a category for things you're unsure about or things that are not in use now but have a designated use in the future. For example, as you can see, I have decluttered this drawer quite nicely and I've given a lot of things away. Still, with these, I have no recollection if I use them or not. So what I'm going to try is to apply the reverse hanger trick. For that, I built this wonderful separator, which is not pretty, but it's going to do the job. And I'm going to put this stuff here, and it's going to get 3 months. And I'm only going to move them over to the other side if I take them out of the dishwasher. So whatever is on this side of the separator by the end of October has to go. As you declutter, you'll come across items that may have future use but aren't needed immediately. Let me share how I handle those. I have seen some videos lately that say minimalism is dead. One of the reasons mentioned is that minimalism is often presented from a very privileged perspective, where individuals can afford to give away or replace items easily. For those with limited resources, however, discarding usable items might not be feasible or practical, and I kind of agree with that. Minimalism in its core is about intentional living rather than just getting rid of things. Maybe this is controversial from a strict minimalistic point of view, but I do keep things that I don't need when they have a defined purpose in the near future. For example, I'm keeping this kitchenware for my daughter for when she's going to be moving out in a few years. These pots and these glasses are still perfectly fine. I just don't need as many right now. They won't go bad, and it will help us save money once she moves to her own place. I'm just going to be putting that stuff into our basement, so it's not going to clutter up our living space. In my opinion, this approach is more about being cost effective and it's more sustainable than giving the things away now, knowing that I'm going to repurchase them in the near future. And I think that's perfectly fine as long as it's not an excuse to keep everything that might maybe be of use someday. While keeping items for future use is practical, it's equally important to critically evaluate the everyday tools and gadgets in your kitchen to ensure they truly add value and efficiency. Appliances and gadgets can take up a lot of space and end up being unnecessary because your regular kitchen tools do the job just fine. You can declutter appliances and gadgets that are redundant, rarely used, or hard to clean. It will help you keep your surfaces clear and save space. The only appliances that I have left is a juicer because making orange juice by hand is pretty exhausting, a milk foaming thing that I use when I feel like fancy coffee or I have guests over, and the big mixer that we have back there that I use probably once or twice a year, but my husband loves it, so it's going to stay. This thing here, however, which I got at the only Tupperware party that I went in all my life, is supposed to chop onions, and you can really easily make tzatziki in this thing without doing much. But to be honest, I'm much faster chopping onions by hand and also making tzatziki in a bowl that it's kind of useless and it's just taking up space, so it's going to go to someone who can need it. With these steps, you should be well on your way to a more organized and functional kitchen. Remember, the goal is to create a space that works for you and makes your daily life easier. Simplifying your kitchen can bring a sense of calm and efficiency to your daily routine. Keep what you need and just let go of the rest. And remember, it's just decluttering, not a marathon. Take it easy, one step at a time, enjoy the process, and don't stress about doing everything at once. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any experiences or tips on decluttering kitchens, please share those in the comments below. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful. So I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.